and then I throw it over to you. But I'd like to assure you, and I really would like to assure you, we have genuine vendors here today who are here to sell. And obviously, if people are bidding, we'll be happy to put it on the market once we hit their reserve. But I want to give you that extra confidence that what you see today, what is here on offer, will be handed over to you at settlement. Very flexible settlement terms, 60 to 90 days. Now, if you've made an alternative arrangement with the vendor and they have said yes to that, then obviously that is okay. But if you haven't asked, 60 to 90 days and off we've got. Have a look at how it is presented. It is as solid as a rock, as you can see. Everyone has commented on the beautiful presentation. I'd like to thank the owners for the way they've kept the property. They've been here since about 1992 and they're looking forward to who will be the new owners. Could it be a young family? Could it be an investor? We don't mind, they don't mind. All I'll say to you is you've seen what's happening in the market, you've all read the paper, you know the market seems to keep moving along, and you could to live here for 20 to 30 years yourself, and then I'm sure the auctioneer will be saying the same thing. The wonderful location, close to all the things that you would expect here, but it means nothing, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't bid. So good luck to all of you. You can't do anything though until I read you these rules. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any conditions made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The vendors have a reserve price. The auctioneer will indicate all bidders on request. The rules for an auction is accepting bids or offers for a property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. It's the words I use during the auction to indicate that I'm making a bid on behalf of the vendor or vendor bid. Only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid, and very importantly, if the property is passed in below the reserve price, I'll give you ample warning. The person or party I pass the property into, they get exclusive right at the vendor's reserve. So it's as simple as that. So we've sent out the contract to quite a few people. It's got all the folio numbers, the volume numbers, all those sort of things. Clearly shows we're selling 38 Erskine Crescent here in Williams Hill. As I said, we expect terms, the person who purchases the property to sign the contract, pay 10% of the purchase price, will settle in 60, 90 days, or any alternative arrangement that you might have come with. Part of the contract is what we call the Section 32, and it clearly shows a wonderful parcel of land, over 740 square metres of land. That's what underpins the value of anything. Then on top of that, you get this wonderful 5-bedroom home, views out to the mountains as well, easy access to Jellis Park and all those sort of things. It's the true valley. There's the mountains right down a clear day, set out in the balcony and off you go. The formal living, the informal living, we spoke about COVID earlier. For those that would have been at home, this is the perfect sort of home. You've got the formal, the informal areas, but they are true family homes. And as I said, it's solid. You move in, you do not need to spend any extra money should you choose to update it. And all those sort of things, that's up to you. But rest assured, whatever you pay today, you can move in, which means you might be able to spend just a little bit more. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't say too much more. We're inside, it's warm, it's cosy. Don't get too cosy though, because you do need to bid for 38 Erskine Crescent here in Wheelers Hill. We've said from 1.45 to 1.55. I'm feeling very generous today. We're even happy to open it at 1.35 if you like. My colleagues are here to help. If you've got a question, a query or anything, sing out. Otherwise, let's get involved. This is my voice. I want to hear your voice back. What about an opening bid at 1.35? Let's move it along. Who wants to make that opening bid? Tell your friends you have the opening bid at 38 Erskine Crescent. 1.35, thank you. So the bid is right over there. Now, if you can't see, move around. We're zoned. It certainly shows you can fit a lot of people in here, doesn't it? Think of that housewarming party you'll have. You'll probably have 30 down there, about 40 in here, another 40 over there. You'll have all the neighbours around. It's going to be fantastic. But at 1,350,000 and welcome. Let's rise it up to maybe 1.4 or 1.37 if you like. You'll add a figure. Perhaps another 20 if you like when you're ready. There's the power over there at $1,350,000. You need to bid, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not muck around. Hey, $1,350,000 now. Think of what's on offer here. 5 bedrooms, multi-zone, beautiful views out to the Dandenongs. Over 740 square metres of land. And at $1,350,000, if I pass it in, it's this lovely young family over here to my right, and that family only that I can treat with at the vendor's reserve. I'll have to kick you all out into the cold, freezing Melbourne autumn weather. I'm going to try to pump up that cold weather, aren't I? And we'll only deal with them. Have a bid, ladies and gentlemen. Now's the time. 1,350,000, 370 when you're ready. Hey, 1,350,000, we're finished, silent and done. First call, hey, $1,350,000. Second call, $1,350,000. Third, final call. Are we finished? I heard a voice. What was that? Oh, sorry. I heard someone talking. It's 1,350,000. Who's in for 370, ladies and gentlemen? You need to bid at some stage, ladies and gentlemen. At 1,350,000 at the back. On the right, was there someone else? Now is the time to come forward. At 1,350,000 it is. At 1,350,000, what about on the far left? All the power is over here. At 1,350,000, please don't hold back. At 1,350,000, 70 when you're ready, or rise it up to 1.4 if you like, but you need to bid to buy. At 1,350,000, I'll call it again. First call. At 1,300,000.
1,450,000.
1,450. Is that correct? 1,450. Yes. Just confirming. Okay. They're hiding behind the corner here, but I can't. They're just over here. So the opening bid was here at 1,350. Our second bid now at 1,450. That's how we like it. Rising 100. Why not? 1,450,000. They're tucked behind the corner here. They are there at 1,450,000. 1,450 it is. I'll take another 20 if you like. It's 1,450 there. 1,470. You've only had the one bid. At 1,450,000 it is, just tucked behind the corner here. At 1,450,000 now. Who's back in for 20? What about 10 if it eases the pain? At 1,450,000 behind the corner there. At 1,450,000 now. I'll stand over here. See it over there. They're just behind the corner here. 1,450 is the bid. It's clearly your bid there. I'll take 10 if you like. At 1,450,000. At 1,450,000 is the bid. At 1,450,000 now. Two bids. That's all. That's all we need sometimes. At 1,450,000, back for 10 if you like. Now, was there someone holding back? Because I've said it before, I'll say it again. If I pass it into these people here, they get exclusive right at the vendor's reserve. I cannot treat with anyone else. At $1,450,000, are you sure I can't tempt you for 10? First call, at $1,450,000. Second call, your bid, $1,450,000. Third, final call, $1,450,000. We finish silent and done. We're silent. Very silent, isn't it? Absolutely done here. Sure. Okay, what we might do is, I'm sure they can hear me. I'm going to pause. I'll explain to the owner what is happening. So the bid is here, hiding behind the wall. Have a think. If you need to make a phone call, we're 1,450,000. I'll explain that bid to the vendor. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
It's just a park, you know. You go up to the park. That's the first one. Just stand there. I've been told for 40 years. 26 days. So
Okay, thank you for waiting, ladies and gentlemen. Our vendors are upstairs, one of them's on the phone as well. It's all those sort of things. So I wanted to explain to them what is happening. So it's your bid. We've clearly bid here at 1,450,000. Clear instructions from the vendor. We're almost there, but we're not there yet. So we've said 1,450 to 1,550 is our price guide. Very simply, if there are no further bids, I will simply pass it into these people here. At 1,450,000, we'll treat with them and them only. I am super confident that they will purchase the property. It's as simple as that, but I can't make that any more clear. At 1,450,000, if you've waited, you've made the phone call, you've done all those sorts of things, now is the time. And I would ask you to think again what is on offer here. A wonderful 5-bedroom home, multiple living zones, as you can see. That's why we're holding them. We're inside here at the moment, but 5 bedrooms as well, views to the dam, all those sorts of things, over 740 square metres of land, but the power is here with these people behind the wall here. That's why I'm standing here, so you know that they're there, at $1,450,000. Ladies and gentlemen, we won't muck around. 1,450,000, if there are no further bids. I'll take the 10 if you like. At 1,450,000, but you will need to bid, or else I'm simply going to pass it over here to this family at 1,450,000. And once I pass it in, I can't take late offers, so please do not hold back. At 1,450,000, when you're ready. 1,450 is the bid. Let me know. 1,450,000 at 1,450,000. 38 Erskine Crescent in Wheelers Hill. Yes, 460, thank you, welcome back. 1,460,000, was there any action over there? 1,460,000, let me know what you'd like to do, Jared, now. At 1,460,000 it is, thank you and welcome back. At 1,460,000, all the action's right over here on this side, but I don't mind if anyone bids over here. As long as I can see you, make sure I hear you bid. At 1,460,000 it is, at 1,460,000. 1.5. 1,500,000 even. At 1,500,000, I'll take the 10 though. They're going up in 35s, that's okay. Or 40s. I'll take the 10 though. At 1,500,000 even. 1.5 even it is. At 1,500,000 even on the dot. 1.5 it is now. Oh, did you hear that? Our listing agent has just confirmed we are on the market. We are selling. I'll take 5 if you like. Otherwise, we are selling the property. We're on the market, ladies and gentlemen. We are selling the property. Make no mistake. You heard it from the listing agent. We are on the market.
5,000.
1,505,000. Welcome back. 1,505. We're selling the property. 38 Erskine Crescent, Wheelers Hill will be sold. If there are no further bids, 1,505,000. What would you like to do? Because I'm going to sell. Once I say sold, I cannot take late offers. Please don't hold back. I'm giving you ample and fair warning. At 1,505,000. 1,505,000. Back with our opening bidder at 1,505,000. What are we doing over here? 2 bidders so far. It's all we need. At 1,505,000. Wait, no, I don't have time to wait. First call, we're going to sell at 1,505,000. Second call, we are going to sell 1,505,000. Third, final call, 1,505,000. We fit
10.
extra 10, so 515. Yes.
520.
Oh, he went to 10, but then now gone to 20. So I'll take that. They're straight back. 1,520. So 3 bidders. We went to 10. Now we're 1,520. What about 25? Is that waving to say hello? No. I hope I'm not too loud for the baby either. Should have bought earplugs. 1,520 it is here. 1,520, yes, that's correct. 1,520. What about another 5 or 10 over here? At 1,520, back behind the wall there. It is someone there, trust me. At 1,520 now. At 1,520, if you like. You're absolutely sure. Okay, thank you. Have a think. At 1,520, it's your bid right here. Was there anyone at the back? What about over here again? Maybe have a second bid. 1,520,000. You know we're selling. No one holding at the back. Not at the moment. You better be quick because we're going to sell. First call, $1,520,000. 38 Erskine Crescent here in Wheelers Hill. Second call, I'm going to sell. 1,520,000. Third, final call, $1,520,000. Are we finished? Are we silent? Are we 25? Thank you. 1,525. At 1525 it is. They're back. 1525. What about 1550? 1,525,000. I'll take the 5. I'll take 25 as well. At 1525 it is. On the left. At 1525 it is. Have they finished there, Josh? 1525. At 1525 have they finished over there, Josh? At 1525. At 1525. At 1,525,000. Back with the opening bidder. At 1,525,000. All the actions over here. At 1525. What about the kitchen? Anyone else in there? At 1,525,000. Are we back, finished, silent, and done? You know we're going to sell. First call. 1,525,000. Just double checking. Okay, thank you for your bidding. Thank you very much. At 1,525,000, they're saying they're done.
5,000 more.
530, 1530, at 1530, as I have my back to the camera, I'm sorry for those watching at home, at 1530, at 1530 it is, back over here on the left, 35 perhaps. At 1530 it is, maybe make it 40. At 1530, that's $1,530,000. You clearly know we're on the market. You clearly know we're selling. Are we absolutely done there, Josh? Have you prodded and poked? Okay. 1,530,000 now. Want to try? Are you sure? So you're saying no, but you're still smiling. Maybe we should ask the date. 5? 10. 1540. Yes, 1540, correct. They're back. 1,540,000. See, they keep saying no, but they keep bidding. And 1,540,000. Back with the opening bidder again. 1540.
150.
155. 1,550,000. Correct. Yes, another 10? Yes. 1,550,000 now. We're back for another 10. 1,550,000 it is. 10 more. 1,550,000 here. At 1,550,000. At 1,550,000 we'll triple check. They're absolutely finished over here. 1,550,000. I know I like it. Absolutely done. Thank you, Judith. Thank you. At $1,550,000. At 1,550,000 it is over here on my right. Call it again. First call. I'm going to sell. 552. Yes. 1,552,000. Maybe raise it up to 55 or 60 if you like. It's 1,552,000. I'm going to stand here. The action seems to be right here. It's 1,552,000 on my left with the opening bidder at 1,552,000, 60 if you like. 1,552 it is.
60.
60. 1,560 now. What about 68? 1,560. 1,560,000. At 1,560,000 it is. At 1,560,000 now. 38 Erskine Crescent, Wheelers Hill. $1,560,000. You know we're selling. First call, selling. Second call, selling. 1,560,000 it is. 62. Yes. We're back over here. 1,562,000 back at the far right. 1,562. Thank you. Welcome back. At 1,562 it is. Wait a second. At 1,562. 1,562,000, 70 perhaps. Or 70 over here. 1,562,000.
5,000 more.
67. Yes, 1,567. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. 1,567. I always confirm. 1,567. Perhaps 70. 1,567 it is. 70. No? Just one last crack? Okay. 1,567 it is. You're saying no again at 1,567. It's your bid here. 1,567,000. Let me know if you want them to come back. I'm more than happy to take it. At 1,567,000. You know we're selling. Once I say so, I can't take late offers. $1,567,000. First call at 1,567,000. Could be a phone.
157.
157. There we go. 1570. Is that a bit? No. That's 1,570,000. 1,570,000. Thank you. Welcome back with the opening bidder. 1,570.
580.
1,580. 1,580. Thank you. 1,580. 1,580 now. at 1,580,000. At 1,580,000. Now all the people bidding all said they were out. So would you like to jump back in?
Is there a pretty popular offer?
Well, I'm sure there will be clarifying whatever you want. At 1,580,000. 1,580 it is. At 1,580 now. It's 1,580 over here, correct. At 1,580 on my left with the opening bidder. 1,580, I'm sorry, that's what I meant. At 1,580, no wonder you're looking at me strangely. At 1,580, would you like to come back? 1,580 is the bid.
5,000.
1,585, they're back again at 1,585. At 1,585. Lucky they didn't sell it earlier. At 1,585. At 1,585. It's a joy of an auction. It's transparent. You can see who's here. You can see who's not. And at 1,585, that's the bid. At 1,585, and you know we're going to sell. At 1,585. First call, we're going to sell. What about 1.6?
1,600,000.
There you go. See? You asked, you received. 1,600,000, thank you. At 1,600,000. At 1,600,000 it is. At 1,600,000 clearly bid 605 if you like. At 1.6 on the dot. At 1,600,000 now. At 1,600,000, I'll always keep trying if you want to come back in. I'll always take it. At 1,600,000 it is. At 1,600,000, just triple checking there's no one hiding behind the back behind the stereo. At 1,600,000 now.
10 more.
1.61. Yes, 10 more. 1,610,000. They're still going strong over here. At 1,610,000. At 1,610,000. At 1,610,000 now. At 1,610,000. Was that 20 over here perhaps? At 1,610,000 on the left. At 1,610,000. At $1,610,000, 38 Erskine Crescent here in Wheelers Hill. Over 740 square metres of land. Wonderful views out to the Dandenongs, 5 bedrooms. Multiple living zones, and we're going to sell at $1,610,000. First call. Second call. Third. Final call. 1,620,000.
620.
620. 1620. 1620. We're back. 163. 162 it is. No? What about 5? You sure?
5,000.
Okay, so 16325, yes, 1625. 1625, back another 5. 163 when you're ready. 1625 it is. 1,625,000 now. At 1625 now. At 1,625. 1625. What's that? Is that a leaving?
Yeah.
Or having a final chat? Now that could have been the best bid. So are they finished? They've gone? They're finished. Well, there we go. They've walked away. So I take that as they've finished. So that could have been the best 5 you ever did. Because, I'll quickly call it again, they've gone. And unless there's someone hiding in the kitchen or perhaps out on the couch that I haven't seen, we're going to sell it for $1,625,000, 38 Erskine Crescent, Wheelers Hill. I'll just check. So, they've gone? Yeah, everyone's nodding. They've gone. We'll take that as a sure sign. They've gone. There was no one there, Jared. Are you sure you're not coming back in? They're going to sell? Don't look right, you. Yeah, absolutely no. We better be quick. Oh no.
I'll put 1,000.
1,000. 1626. He's put 1,000 in. 1626. He's gone 1,000. 163 perhaps. Maybe he goes bang. I don't know. 1626 it is. 1,626,000. They've gone. It's down to 2 at 1,626,000. 30.
2,000.
1628. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes. 1628. 30? No? 1? No. So you're happy for me to sell them to them? You're absolutely happy? Okay. He's saying he's happy for you to sell. Well, I'm happy for me to sell. 1,625,000. $628,000. You know we're about to sell, you know we're on the market. First call, $1,628,000. Second call, $1,628,000. Just checking they haven't come back. Third, final call, $1,628,000. Absolutely done. Okay, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have a big round of applause for the new owners? Big round of applause because we are going. Sold, congratulations. Thank you for attending another auction here from Jellis, the city of Monash, and have a wonderful autumn morning. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations.